go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good afternoon, everyone. How's it going? I Oh, you see my kitty in the background? Oh dear. Oh dear. Dear. It's been a crazy month. This snow can go away. I've shuffled enough snow. How's everybody doing today? Just waiting for people to come in. I'm doing a pick a stash reading. I had bringing that back. I haven't done it in a while. So I'm bringing back this pick a stash. Hopefully I don't. Oh, that's what I wanted to do this way. I want to do it this way. All right. So we're going to do whatever comes out. Whatever needs to come out will come out. Anyways, at the bottom of the deck, gifts from God. Hey, Will. Hey, Shanika Dreams. Nice to see you in here. Been a while. She's an OG. She has a channel too. Yeah, so welcome everyone. Thank you for being here, Shanika. Or Shinx. Am I saying it right? I don't know. To me, I always think of you as Shanika. Like you're so, feminine. That is Will. Santa Claus is Will. He's still being a Santa Claus. So let's see what angels are going to be with us today while we do this. Ooh, relationship harmony. Yes, a lot of us have been waiting for that relationship harmony. So I think some of the readings today is going to be about a relationship. It always is. It always is. Clear cognizance. So we have Archangel Raziel. Notice the reoccurring loving emotions you hear inside your mind or from other people. Our mind creates our reality. So when we keep thinking positive, that same positivity comes back to us. So when we think positive about others, others think positive about us, because if they don't, then that's their mindset, right? So their mindset is what they have to work on. If we think positive of someone and they're still thinking that we're thinking negative of them, that's their mindset they have to work on, not ours. Because we listen to the good things that come. I'm calling in all kinds of good things. I want my own shop. Yes, I want my own shop so then I can feel more like I'm not at home. You know what I mean? I need to move this out of my home. Like this thing out of my home and into a life, where I go every day and people are waiting for me to show up every day. All right, what other angels? Hey, Aussie, nice to see you. What other angels are going to need here for this pick a stash today? And the cards that I got today is the Sacral deck, the Sacral Forest. We got the Sacred Destiny, and we have our ancestors and angels and ancestors. Those are the decks that I'm going to use today, and I'm going to be attempting to use this tarot deck, which is a Spanish tarot deck. And this was a gift from Will. Will gifted me this for my birthday, this deck. And it's kind of like the antique kind of look. So that's, I haven't really used that too much, but I'm going to use it today. And I'm going to read what I feel from it. I'm not going to, because I don't fully understand this deck. I'll have to guess, not guess, but like what I feel from the card. So this is going to really test my energy when it comes to tarot and how I feel tarot as well. Let me see who's messaging me. Oh yeah, if anybody would like to donate to my channel, it puts in good positive energy for you, and it puts in more messages for you. It really does. Like God has my back, and the people that really need to hear the message, and if something resonates and you want to get a private reading, don't hesitate to ask me for a private reading. Anything in your private reading, If you get a private reading, anything in your private reading will always be private, okay? I don't go talking about things that I do. And if I do talk about a situation, I would never use a person's name or anything like that. I would use the situation to help. You know, if I can talk about a situation that will help someone, I will maybe talk about a situation that I've encountered or experienced. And the same about my own self. Like if I experience something and it comes into a reading where it resonates with that message that's something I've overcome, then I will share that as well. And if it's me, I will say it's me. If it's not, I will just say it's somebody, right? And I won't even use any names. Okay. I'm a multitasker, okay? And if it's important, I check my messages. If it's not important, then I don't. So, anyways, yes. So let's get back into the reading. Yeah, good two good things. I agree all the way. Thank you, Will. I'll see you. Good afternoon. Let's get back to the angels. All right. Archangels, what are the archangels that are going to be here with us in this reading? Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Look at that. That came out at the beginning. What did I say? It's always about relationship. There's so many of us that have been alone for so long, and we want that perfect person that matches our energy, that fits into our little puzzle. You know what I mean? That's what we all want. And we're not settling until we get it. Do we? Will we? No. And we won't stop believing until we get it, because we believe and we get it. All right. So if you believe, we get it. We get the happiness we believe that we get. All right. All right. Let's say we have Archangel Rahu, and it's relationship harmony. And it says, we angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts will be resolved. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I don't know. I just wanted to say that. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? Like sometimes we got to do that. If we have those angry emotions, somebody sets us off or whatever, we do have to check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, because that energy, when someone really pisses you off, that is to throw you off. You can't let that happen, you guys. All right, so clear cognizance, Archangel Zadagol. Notice the reoccurring loving and loving emotions you hear inside your mind, or from other people. So when there's people that are saying negative things about somebody that does positive things, like I do here, those people have something dark that they're hiding from the world. Okay, just remember that. If people get really uneasy, if I come in and I say something, those people need to work on themselves. They need to work on whatever they went through. Okay, whatever bad experiences they had, they need to work through that. I am not responsible for people that have gone through spiritual attacks. I've been through it too. Okay, not every spiritual light worker is someone that does that, is vindictive or evil, or people in general are like that. So like when you make friends, you don't always know that they're going to be like that until later, until they prove it, right? The same with readers, same with light workers. You got to pick your one that fits, that that you feel like you can trust, right? So passion, Archangel Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and in your career. Yes, this is your life, is to show passion to people. And in the first card here, I didn't even see that, but the first card is Archangel Michael. And you are remember who you are. And as long as we can remember that we are a powerful child, creative child of God, nobody can throw us off. If they try, we block them. If they try to throw us off our energy, we kick them out of our life and let them deal with their own life. Period. Because we're working on our relationship harmony. We're working on, getting along with people, understanding each other. That's what we work on here. Sometimes we don't understand people's emotions because we don't know what they're going through. But if they don't open up about what they're going through, then how can you help? How? There is no possible way if they don't open up. And I've been somebody that has been trusted, people could trust me with when they confided in me. I've confided in me. I've confided in people, and people have turned that around and used it to hurt me. My pain, people use it to hurt me. Ex-baby mamas have used my pain to hurt me just because they didn't want me to be with their person. They didn't want to be with them. They don't want nobody to be with them, okay? So those people that are dealing with someone, a baby mama or a baby daddy that doesn't want you to be happy, and they will do anything or get anybody to distract things or to destroy things or to invade and make things fuck up. Stop hanging out with those people that want that when you were happy, they're just miserable. When you're happy, they're miserable. Remember those people. Those people do not have the good intentions for you. Period. Hey, fries. Hey, two fries. You share your fries. One for me, one for you. Hope everyone is doing okay. Yeah, let's get started with the reading. I'm going to read a couple more comments. Yep, that is why we should try to be kind, because you never know what someone is going through. Exactly. And you got to be discerning about the people that are narcissistics and that are using people, and they're using their emotions on people to get people to feel things for them. You got to remember that too. Okay? You got to remember that too. Some people will take your kindness as a weakness. Hi, this person's always nice. I can play this person. Nobody else cares about what I have to say or my rants right now. So let's go to this person. She seems to be somebody that tries to help people. Let's go suck her out of her energy. That's what some people are. And over 6 years, I've experienced that with people. The people that show up when you're taking a break. When you're taking a break, they show up. They all of a sudden show up in your DMs because they can't stalk you anymore because you're not online. So sometimes it's good to not go online for a while. You find out who the ones that are so counting on you, but in your face, they're an asshole or a bitch. All right, I've said what I needed to say. When I came in that chat, right? That was, you always say. And well, there's a lot of people over the last year that I've known, and some of those people just use other people's emotions for their benefits. Okay? And a lot of those benefits are money. And those people, the reason they don't have any money to give to my chat or to my because they're being drained by someone else. Anyways, I'm going to distance myself from the people that just drain my energy. And I'm going to do that for you guys too. I'm going to intentions that only draw the people into your life that are going to be helping your life. They're going to be beneficial for your life. You're going to be beneficial for theirs. If the benefits only go in one way, that's called a codependent. And the only people that should be codependent on us is our children. Not a man or a woman. We should not be codependent on each other when it comes to taking care of ourselves and our well-being. That is each person's responsibility. to do that for themselves. But anyways, that's a lot of talking. Just what was going through my head. Exactly. Being kind to others, we get more back. Exactly. Even if we don't get it from those people, somebody was going to see what manipulation is going on. Somebody is going to see the manipulation that's going on there. I'm not one that's dating. No, you always bring good energy, Fry. You always bring good energy. All right, let's get 1 second. It's going to, there's probably someone in the hallway stalking me again because, I'm doing this now. That's what they do. They distract you. And I'm going to go check the door, and then somebody's probably watching me, and then they're also walking down the hallway. And so then they run, and their door closes really quick. I know who you are. Stalking me. I know who's stalking me. All right, just 1 second. By the way, my doggy never lies to me. Thank you. All right, so which one do you want me to start with, you guys? Which one do you want me to start with? All right, so we're going to do Avery deck, but let's see which one you want me to start with. And we're going to let the deck talk. So 1, 2 or 3. 1, 2 or 3. So tell me 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 or 3. 2. Okay. And then the next one will be after. All right, so I do make incense too. I make my own incense. This is the only incense that I have left of the ones that I made. I'm going to make more eventually, but right now I'm not doing that. But this is my last one. I just like to show it off. Promote my incense, my own incense. I want to make them eventually, like make lots of them and sell them and shit. All right. All right. Is this important or is this not important? Okay. Whatever this is, it's going to wait. Okay. That can wait. That person can wait, definitely. Hey, Alexa P. Nice to see you. You've made your own centralizing in the... Nice to see you here, Alexa P. I haven't seen you here before. Welcome to my channel. I hope you subscribe and you stick around. All right, let's get going. Let's get started. Let's get retarded. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. Bottom of the deck is enlightenment. 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 That's what you're going to learn here. We're all about teaching and learning. I always learn things from you guys. Always. All right. Shh, shh, Shelby. Hey, Shelby. Ignore them. Ignore them. Okay? Thank you. Flexibility. So there's got to be some sexability, okay? Flexibility. I don't know. Maybe it's sexability. I don't know. Maybe you need to be more flexible to get laid. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna say whatever comes out, okay? So I hope there's no underagers in here because this is gonna be a very adult reading. All right, what is this flexibility about or sexability? I don't know. Maybe it's sexability. Maybe somebody really needs to get laid. Maybe it's been a while. Maybe it's been a couple of years. You know, COVID and everything. COVID put a damper on everybody. You know, and there's only a few people that didn't stay away from each other through COVID. So, all right, what is this? What are we doing here? What is coming out today? What is coming out today? Woo! I feel like a cobweb now. I use my shower head, you know, so I keep it clean and like with a shower head and then all that. The dust, no, there's no dust there or no cobwebs, but you know what I mean. But there's days where where I don't shave for a couple days and it starts to really irritating, you know what I mean? And then yeah, and then you got to shave. All right, so flexibility is going to bring you freedom. So for some of you who's been feeling stuck, somebody's been keeping you stuck. Well, you're going to break free, and then everybody's going to follow you. You know what I mean? You're going to break free. Everybody's going to follow you. You're going to have a lot of followers because you're so flexible. You know what I mean? Because you have that flexible energy. Especially if you are someone that is in a mutable sign. Mutable signs can really change their mind because sometimes maybe you didn't think about whatever the other person brings up to the table, right? So for my for Gemini speaking, because we're the mutable, and I don't know about a lot about the other mutable signs, how they work. But for Gemini, just because they told you go fuck yourself one day, if you come up with a good idea on how to fix that problem, whatever reason I told you to go after yourself, if you come and tell me a good reason of how to change that around, I'm flexible. I'm open to that. But if I ain't getting no feedback, then it's going to be my word. Adventure. So this freedom is going to bring adventure for someone here. Okay, being flexible. Also that being flexible also means understanding. That means being flexible with your mind. Think about other ways of something could happen if you really want something, right? If something hasn't been working, maybe try a different way. Be really real, you know what I mean? Be really open about what you feel. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the right energy for everybody, that there's no more sugarcoating things, okay? No more sugarcoating. I have never spoke so much about that shit that's going on in my life since I had until this past year. And I'm at that point now that I'm not going to let these things stop me or these people stop me. I'm going to talk about these people when it comes up and what they do and what they say to me. And those are the people, they don't deserve to be in my energy. Those are people that don't deserve to hear nothing from me. I'm not trying to convince somebody of anything. I want the right people that feel the way I do to follow me. I don't want haters to follow me. I might help them, but maybe once they realize. So have the courage to go on this adventure. Even if your emotions are all over the place, that is probably what you need. If your emotions are all over the place, you probably need a nice waterfalls or something, go near the ocean and just lake or water or whatever you have near you. Water is really healing, and it's also very powerful. So when you're going through the darkness, embrace it and learn from it, right? Like when you're going through a little bit right now, I really hate that it's winter. I really don't like it. And if I want to go anywhere, I have to go dig off a bunch of snow off my car. And either that or I don't have gas in my car or whatever. Like I deal with it. You know what I mean? I deal with it at the time it comes. And then God always provides. Like God always comes to my aid. Like I don't have to freak out anymore because I have faith in God, and like I don't have to freak out anymore. When I'm like lacking something, I put it to God, and then I let God do the work, and I let God guide me on how to do whatever I need to do. Believe me, I don't know every day what I'm going to do. Today is the first day that I literally got up and got in my tub before I did anything. You know what I mean? And I want to start that where I get in my tub in the morning and I refresh myself with water because it's very necessary for me to do it every day because of what I do. Anyways, so embrace the darkness and also forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Like this person here is asking forgiveness. I can't speak now. This person has been asking for forgiveness, and talking to the moon, you know what I mean? Talking to the moon. But make sure that it's God that you're talking to, but you can point your energy to the moon and use it as like a window or whatever to God. Like, a point of direction. That is what it is. Everything in the sky is a sign and a symbol. And God is in control of all of that. So release that and abundance will flow into your life. What do you need to be more flexible about? Let's see. What do you need to be more flexible about? What is flexibility here? Okay, so flexibility comes with trust. So trusting in a situation will help us to find more stability in it. Or stability. Oh, maybe it is stability. Trusting in something and being more flexible will bring you stability, because that's the word that came into my mind when I was thinking about flexibility. I was saying, that will bring stability in your life. So trusting that, forgiving yourself and others, and trusting that if you're more flexible, that you will have inner peace. That you will have more inner peace, okay? So if you're more flexible, not everything has to be done on your time. God's time is differently. Not everything happens on my time. I wish I did. I wish I could think of something and then make it happen immediately. No, we think and then God does the work that we're thinking of wanting to do, and we can't. Like if there's something we can't do, God will do it for us, in some way. You have to believe that, because God has proven it to me. And I've never really asked for proof, what I mean? I believed him. And that's when you start believing, that's when he gives you the answers. If you're still doubting the Most High, then he's not giving you anything, because the Most High knows whether you have good intentions or not. And if you don't have good intentions, he's not going to give you any answers unless you have good intentions. Because why would he allow you to get smarter if you're just going to use that wisdom or knowledge to do something damage to someone? So that's why you have to trust in divine timing, flexibility, and what will bring you this freedom that will make people really follow you. There's followers, there's leaders, and then there's people that just sit and watch, right? And so if you're going to be a follower of somebody, follow the people that are successful in body, mind, and spirit, that are happy every day, not because they're rich, but they're happy because people love them and they love themselves. Love is worth way more than money is. Money we need it to get through this world, So miracles will happen once you free yourself, okay, from and allow people to follow you. right? So once you free yourself and you choose freedom, people will follow you because that's a miracle. I choose to be free before I'm going to be in a relationship that's going to be stagnant or someone that is not wanting to make the next step, like, or to do the steps that are required for them to get what they need to get. If, miracles can only come in once you follow the leader. What is this adventure that is, and how can you make this adventure come in for you? How can you make this adventure come in for you? Whoever's listening. How can you have the courage to make this adventure happen in your life and make miracles happen in your life and have inner peace? By becoming inner peace. On this adventure, like I already said, it came out before. So for some of you, you need to go on a healing retreat, okay? A retreat where you can find inner peace. Around chaos, we can never find inner peace. And also, this also reminds me of like the Two of Cups, Reminds me of the Two of Cups. So inner peace is, water and beautiful places will bring you this inner peace that you need. And also the wisdom, the emotional wisdom. Do you know that if you have a lot of emotional wisdom, you know how damn rich you are? Knowing that you have all of this wisdom, not knowledge, a lot of us are literally born with a lot of knowledge, okay? We just learn it. And knowledge is one thing, but also wisdom is better because once you have the knowledge and you have the wisdom, you know what to use and what not to use, when to use it, when not to use it. That's the wisdom part. Being smart does not get you where you want to go. Being wise does. Knowing what to choose, what not to choose. And you see abundance like this, You see when there's plants and beautiful plants, that's abundance. That's healing. How can you have the courage to go after your peace and either follow or lead? How can you delight? Show them the light. Show them how delightful it is. Maybe go for a walk when it's the spring. Spring really brings a lot of like happy, joyful feelings. How many people are so happy in the spring, And not a lot can get you down in the spring because you see all the growth. Any other messages for this? Delight came out again. So it's going to be very like delightful, like or delegate. Delight and delegate. And then we have release. So once you release what doesn't serve you, or let the leaves fall off the tree that need to fall off the tree, that's when you're going to be able to really see through the clouds and see clearly of where you're wanting to go, where you're wanting to settle, where you're wanting to make your spot. You know what I mean? You've been very strong when it comes to your emotions. The courage here shows me that you have had some crazy emotions within you. Like you have had some crazy emotions that you've had to tame and let it just flow. So your emotions may have been like this. If you are someone that's a light worker or a leader of others, this is how you used to be. And now it's like this. Now you're like this, right? Because the moon is lighting up everything and everything is calm. And you can see everything is calm. And this talks about your emotions. I was going to ask, how can you make these miracles come in? By embracing everything. Even in the dark, you can see the sparkling. Last night, this reminds me of last night, and it's a totally different situation. But last night, I went out, in the last 2 nights that I went out, it has not stopped snowing over here, okay? So I don't know if the clouds are almost empty of snow or what, but I hope so. But I went out to take my dog out, and You know, the snow, you know, when the snow looks so beautiful, it looks so sparkly. That's how it looked last night. And that reminds me of like, even in the dark, you know, you can see the sparkling. Once you have control of your emotions and you don't let your emotions overtake you, you can even see the calm in the darkness. You can see the calm, you can see the peacefulness, you can see the sparkling lights, you know, and that's what I saw in the snow yesterday. The only difference is that the snow is white, you know, and it's hard to see sparkles in white, you know, and it was very sparkling. So the moon must have been really shining on it really good. Anything else? Go after what your pleasure, you know. You know, your pleasure is not a downhill slope, it's an uphill. You know, you have to do things to get get to the pleasure. How many licks does it get to the center? How many licks does it take to get to the center? You got to work your way up there, you know what I mean? And the same with like, you know, when it's love, you got to, you know, start with kindness, you know? If you love someone and you had a fight with someone, you got to start with kindness. That's where it starts. And patience. You know, patience if someone's going through some emotional upheaval. This is the full moon, you know? Be patient with someone here as well. Because there's a connection here that is very powerful. Do you see those two lightning strikes? That's powerful. Anything else that this deck wants to say to us? Go with the flow. Go with the flow of the moon, you know? Allow your emotions to really, like, be one with the moon. Be like one with the moon. So, like, the moon will give you the wisdom that you need to get through those emotional times. On the full moon, on the new moon, we get really excited. We get sometimes overexcited on the new moon. This is the full moon, but yeah, the full moon brings everything to the surface. And then if we deal with the full moon, and if we deal with the issues that are emotionally, you know, bringing chaos into our life, if we're dealing with it on the full moon and we release it on the full moon and we release it to the moon, where's that card? Where's that card? And we release it to the moon, then it's here somewhere. Anyways, you guys remember seeing it, right? So when you go with the flow, it brings in happiness, okay? It brings in that, you know, that dolphins are very wise, and that's why they don't want people around dolphins, because dolphins are very spiritual and very wise, and they don't want people around them because, you know, people that have intuition can communicate with the dolphins, and the dolphins may tell them something that we're not supposed to know or something. That's what I heard the other day. So there's opportunities happening for you, okay? When it comes to, like, you know, purification. What did I say? Purify yourself on the full moon. Release any toxic energy, feelings, thoughts that you had, and then the new moon can bring you new stuff. And also, you are part of a community that has already come out of that cocoon. They are now the butterfly, and you know, and this is going to be a lot of happiness. Okay, the happiness card is here too. All right, there's a lot of spiritual happiness here with this community, because that's the community, the card that came out. There's a lot of happiness that comes from this community right here, and all of you guys in it. Without you guys, this community would only be half of what it is, right? So, because all the people that watch are my community, you know, not everybody that is subscribed to the channel is part of the community. They just like to watch, maybe for different reasons, right? Maybe you learn something. That's what I see there. So that's reading number 1. Snow you don't get to see. Well, I'll make a video tomorrow, maybe. I was thinking about today to take you guys outside when I took the doggy out, but I didn't do it. And it would have been really good today because there's so much snow. But I didn't have the energy to do that today. I did enjoy the skiing. I pray that the weather gets nice. Yes, me too, Will. It's summer in Australia. I wish I was there right now. I learned what I love can be at 45. I thought I knew, but it's a contract when I hits you in the face. It is sad and happy all at the same time. Cass is the most authentic reader. Thank you, JB. I know, because it is not all nicey. No, it's not all nicey. Yeah, there's people that, that live in a world where they can just be nicey and the thing is, if I was always nicey, none of you guys would be here. Because nobody's perfect. None of us are perfect, you know what I mean? So when I am being not nicey, it's because I really feel like I need to say something because somebody needs to hear something. And your friends will never tell you the things that I tell you on here. Like, I'm not afraid of you hating me. So like, that's why I can do that for people over here. Like, I like to sometimes go to a reader that really calls me out for my shit if I've been an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, if I know I've been an asshole and the reading resonates, I'm not going to hate the reader. You know what I mean? It's just a messenger. It just brings things to awareness sometimes. Like, and if we're always trying to be the sweet honey, sugar coating, all that glitter is gold kind of energy, then we are really just deceiving people and keeping them. I don't want to do that. Anyways, I don't want to do that. You're down to earth. Thank you. Yes, I am. And I'm not here just to read everybody's problems. I want to help people with their problems. I don't want to just like hear about them over and over and over. And if we can't help people with their problems by being honest with the people and ourselves about everything that's going on in the situation, then we'll never get where we want to go, because everybody's afraid to say what needs to be said. And I'm not afraid to say what needs to be said because I'm on here. If I wasn't on here, I might feel like that. And I might have felt like that. Like, I just need to shut my mouth and not say anything because, I might hurt somebody's feelings, or somebody doesn't want to deal with themselves yet. If they are not somebody that's right in the head and they're making wrong decisions and they're blaming you or anybody else for their decisions that they made. Things like that. Like, I don't allow people to like not make their own decision, Anyways, let's get started with the next deck. I do that with politics. You do it with your tarot. And I also do use my spirit a lot. I don't use my ego. I use my spirit. If I use my ego, I'd have like all the money in the world, and I'd have like all the things that really would bring me some toxicity, right? Like, that would bring me just toxic things. Like, if you live in a world where you think only money is abundance, then it's going to lead you to the wrong place in the world. If you don't see your friends as like special, or your family as special, or people you love as special, or as like your abundance, then you're never going to find your happiness. If money makes a person happy, money can't hug you, money can't kiss you, money can't say I love you. Yes, money can buy you things, but those things will get old and those things will get worn out. And if you have to buy people and they're like, you have to buy people to hang out with them or whatever, then that's going to go too because the money's going to run out, right? Anyways, if you keep it flowing, it doesn't run out. And you keep all of the energies flowing, not just money. All right, let's see. 4447. 4447. I really enjoy spending time with you, Cass. Being off sick and for 10 days. Nasty chest infection. Oh, girl, I feel for you. I know when I felt like that. And I thank you guys for hanging out with me on holidays when I got treated really bad by the people I love. Or not everybody, but somebody I love intimately. That person really hurt me on New Year's and Christmas. Thank you, Ozzy. You're a good soul, too. You're getting better. That's good. All right, let's see. What do we have for pile number 2? What does pile number 2 need to know? So I'm looking over here because I'm looking at the chat. Camera's over here. Let's see. We have the maple spirit, and then we have unicorn purity. Maple spirit is generosity. That reminds me of people also that make like maple syrup, you know? Somebody that may make maple syrup or whatever may give you a jar of maple syrup. And this is, you know, being generous, being, sharing with you. Then we have unicorn purity. Unicorn purity. So you're, you being pure and being like a unicorn, you know what I mean? Just being open to anybody's energy that is positive energy. Doesn't matter what your sexual preferences is. This is not about that. This is about being a good person, being pure at heart, having good intentions. That's what purity means. Unicorn is really just your happiness because, that really what it means to me. And you being so pure and just not judgmental, like even if you have like LGBT community, you don't judge them just because you're not like that. You don't judge them, right? And this is bringing you generosity. This is bringing you in generosity, something that's going to make you feel very warm and kind of refreshed like fall. You know what I mean? They're still warm in the fall, but it's kind of refreshing. It's like that memory, maybe tasting the syrup and it maybe brings back a good memory, right? So unicorn purity. And then we got pagan transcending. Pagus transcending. Pagus transcending. So for some of you are into the pagan community, pagan, and this is really helping you transform in it. So really learning about people, community, kindness, because, from what I know, like paganism, I'm a Christian, like I believe in God and Jesus, but a lot of the thing is that a lot of Christians have taken things from the pagan religion and made it part of their religion, okay? So this is why we can all get along, as long as people have kind intentions. Even with the pagan community, I can get along with them. You know what I mean? We just have to respect each other's morals, basically. We all have our own. All right, see, what is this? What else do we need to know? Somebody may have a hard time speaking about something. I've got a scratch in my throat, in my throat chakra. So enchanted forest, Gatia refuge. So Gatia, refuge, Gatia, enchanted ferns, and Gatia rescue. So to me, this reminds me of like the pine. Literally, I was literally going to sleep last night and I was thinking that pine trees and evergreens and all those trees are the most powerful trees out there. Those are the most powerful trees out there. They also are connected to your third chakra. Yeah, that's why some people drink pine tree tea. Pine tree tea. Pine tea. Pine tea. It opens up your crown chakra as well. And also the evergreen tree is a tree that never dies. Even in the wintertime, it never loses its leaves. It stays strong and green all the way through the winter, all the way through the snow. So that's the refuge. So I feel like that is the energy of Gatia. You know, and she keeps the light burning. She keeps the light on. Aspen spirit, the courage. See, again, this is fall. This is fall here. See all the leaves that are... So Aspen spirit gives you courage. Aspen spirit gives you courage because there's going to be generosity, because we have refuge and we have purity happening through this time. When everything is kind of still, we have purity happening. We have refuge, people protecting us, energies protecting us, angelic energies protecting us. And also, this is reminding you, the Aspen spirit, to have the courage to know that the tree is going to look like this again. Okay? So for some of you, your relationships may have, you know, the leaves may have fallen, and, you know, and that's part of purifications. That's part of letting go of the past as well. You see that building? That looks like a really old building. Like, letting go of the past will renew you, and it'll be very sweet because you'll be purified through the forest or whatever this is, wherever you are. And this, it reminds me of a forest, and there's protection in the forest when you go there. There's refuge there. There may be something in the forest where you can get refuge. And for those of you that live like, you know, like a free person, and like if you live the way like we all would like to live, free from all the worldly things, right? Like trees are not worldly. They are part of the creation. So there's refuge. You can find safety there. In success, sacral spirit. So this is creating your success. And again, see the pond? So you're creating your success and abundance and your refuge, your safe spot. And this is bringing you sacred success. There's a lot of cards that flew on here, and having compassion. A ticket to the throne. So for some of you, okay, your sacred spirit is telling you you already have your success, okay? These are the things that you just need to do, like to really follow your, whatever you feel like guided to do to make these things happen for you. Because here, some of you are very uncertain about your, you know, your throne. Sometimes you may feel like you're an imposter, or like you just made this up and you wanted to do this, but it's not. This has all been the plan. So don't doubt yourself. You have a ticket to the throne, but you feel uncertain about it. See the butterfly there? that's telling you need to trust that. And also to see that blue butterfly, the red butterfly, the blue butterfly, that connects you to your crown chakra and your root chakra. So you have to believe that you are rooted and grounded in your stability, and you are also very spiritually connected to the Most High. And this is going to turn that energy into success, where you have your hands hanging down like, I don't know what to do, and then all of a sudden you know exactly what to do, where to shine the light, what to bring to the surface. And then we have centuries, mystery of the meadows. The mystery of the meadows. There's a lot in the wood. Like, I would always love to live in the woods. I would love to have like trees all around me. Oh, again, waterfalls and mystical meadows and wild roses and ferns of love. So you're going to be, everybody's going to be experiencing different things, because, and willow spirit is flexibility. So if you have a willow tree in your yard, that means that you could be someone that has the energy of being very flexible with someone here. If you're part, like if you love waterfalls, rainbows, I feel like that miracles, you do see the miracles coming in, and also the mystery of the meadow. And so for some of you, you may be going to explore in the woods, and see what you're feeling. And then maybe record a video of what you're feeling while you're walking through the woods. Wild rose fiery love. So you're going to be discovering this wild, fiery love when you follow your miracle and your success and being more flexible. Ancient oak spirit of strength, this is the oak spirit, is strength. So all the trees give us power. That's what I'm getting out of this. There's a lot of trees here. We got wild rose, which is like a plant, but there's wild roses. They grow in the forest. A lot of beautiful flowers grow in the forest. There could be a waterfalls there that really replenishes you. The willow spirit gives you strength. The mystery of the meadow gives you your security. So like not knowing exactly what you're going to be experiencing, but you're feeling safe in the forest. Even when you're, and this has led you there because you were so uncertain about where you were going, right? You are all alone there. Like you are someone that doesn't really have a lot of people that follow them, but she's like, she sees that deer there as well. Bluebird, the bluebird spirit of happiness. So when you see a bird, you see this bird, that means that happiness is coming. I always see it in the spring. I see the blue and orange bird with a little bit of white. I see that in the spring. It says a wood, new beauty. So yeah, this is like for some of you, just purify yourself, purify your energy, do your cleansing baths, and this will guide you to know that you're not an imposter, that this is your throne. I need to get a new chair for my throne. New beginnings, daffodil spirit, that reminds me of spring. You're going to be dancing in the flowers in the spring. You're just going to be so happy out there. Moonlight and enchanted magic. So the moon, when the moon is full, that's when the magic is very strong. So when it comes to love, and if you're feeling a lot of like you're missing someone or you're sad, you're all those things, that's the time to take action, okay? This is the full moon, is time to go tell someone you love them. Those are emotions that you've been keeping back. All right. That's also releasing that so that that person knows how you feel. Right. And guardians of the land, protection. you will have the protection from the guardians of the land, okay? So that is what, as you follow your spiritual path or your sacred path, like your sacred forest path, you will be protected as you go. So you got to believe that. And always listen to your intuition too, because we got Archangel Zadok. Notice the reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they are signifying divine guidance. All right. So I know I said I was going to use my tarot deck, and I'm going to use it for the last reading here, the ancestors. Okay, we're going to use this deck for the ancestors. My readings are air tags. Yep. On the oxygen. I'm still here. Thank you. I walked in our forest here at my new place. I legit got lost after finding my way out. I had to feel there's irony in it. Maybe you need to spend a little time in it. Yeah, and if anybody wants a reading here, like, shoot me $10, and I will give you a full reading here, a full mini reading, okay, for one question. I'm only going to do one question on, like, when I'm live like this. And anybody else that wants a private reading, just email me with your questions and the PayPal and all that, and I will get to your reading. I will send it to you. And the reason you have to email me is because I have to know where to send the link, right? So, all right, let's see. Let's see, pile number 3, 10134. 10134. I was lost 3 hours. LOL. Live streamed it back. Then you got to live stream back. That's pretty good. Then you were not really alone because you had all of the people with you. Need a GPS to get out of the forest. Oh, that'd be cool to have that. You can actually, like, literally make a little sanctuary for yourself out there. Just don't go too far in where you're going to get lost. And we have bushes near us. I don't really know who owns them. I would like to know who owns them, so that maybe somebody that owns them, maybe I could give them readings for, like, having a little, my little sanctuary where I can go there and just, like, make myself a little spot to go and be by myself and really connect with nature. Like, if somebody owns land in my area, like forest land, and you want to let me go in there, and I will totally respect your forest and just allow it to teach me. Yeah, that is. I tried to help, but warrior, be fearless and stand strong. Warriors, be fearless and stand strong. So we have warriors standing strong in their spirit, their warrior spirit. Seer, see beyond your current situation. The kind of fire. Daughter has to come rescue me. Well, then go with your daughter, man. Make it like a team. So it says, be fearless and stand your strong. Stand in your strength. Strong. See beyond. So if you are a warrior, a spirit warrior here, a spiritual warrior, stay strong in your spirit, not your ego, but your spirit, right? That's what it's saying, that you see, and you see what's good. You see already past all the illusions. Like you are a seer. I'm a seer. Like I see things not with my eyes, but I see things with my third eye before they happen. It's been like that since I was a little kid, and I do see things before they happen. And I also see, I also see when somebody wants to do something, but they don't, and it frustrates me. So I also see that, and it frustrates me all the time because, we can't interfere. All right. What else? What is it that we need to see past the current situation? What is it that's something that we need to see past this current situation? The snake! Shed the old skin, right? Like if we've been dealing with bullshit and we constantly think about the bullshit that we've been dealing with, we need to shed that. The snake skin, the snake energy, the snake people, the people that are like snakes in the grass, they only come out when they want to get you, attack you, shed that skin, shed those people. That's what we need to do. We already see who's going to be in our life or not. So if they're not going to be in our life, then don't let them interfere if they're a snake. You know what I mean? You already have your path set. You already see where you're going and where the situation is going. So for some of you, all you need to do is like shed the old skin, and that's your mind too. The old way of thinking and not believing in yourself, and hermit yourself, meditate, be in your own energy. This is how we find out who the snakes are, by being in their own energy. We realize who these people are in our life, or that try to be in our life, or that are surrounding our life, even if we don't know them. So we really need to really detach ourselves, even from the loved ones. Sometimes we need to detach ourselves from every freaking buddy, okay? And that is not because we don't love them and we don't want them in our energy. We just don't want them to get hurt while we clear our energy. We want the people that we want to stay to be upset and like think that they're the snakes, you know what I mean? So that's why you got to do, and if you don't distance yourself from everyone, then the snakes are going to know who they are. And then you can't shed that snake skin. So if your loved ones are, or the people that you love are in the mix of those snakes, you got to be able to see that. And that's the reason sometimes we have to separate ourselves from everybody, even just for a short period of time, couple hours. Couple hours will bring you a lot of intuition about people if you really, tap in. Retreat and recharge. And that's what you're doing, is like the snakes is when you need to recharge and they've drained you. The people that are snake kind of minds, when they've drained you, they will just keep on going until they got you all the way down, right? So you got to, once your battery gets low, you got to go recharge, just like our phones. We have to recharge it, right? And so sometimes we have to like not talk on the phone while it's charging. All right, so be fearless and stand your strong. See beyond this current situation. Shed your old skin. And then we got ego spirit here. Ego spirit is seeing from a higher perspective. So once we shed that skin, we shed this mindset of like sneaky people, sabotaging people. Once we release them and release them from our energy, that's when we can really see the higher perspective. And that is wisdom. The eagle is wisdom, not your ego, okay? And then we can she-wolf it. Look at this, she-wolf. And then you unleash the wild within you, okay? So once you see the higher perspective, that's when you can unleash yourself from your animalistic energy, right? Like your instincts. You can put your guard down once you unleash, once you unleash this and you come out of that. And then we have the star, the star ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. Yes, follow the voice of your soul. And be open with your heart. So heart guardian, there's someone guarding your heart so that you don't get hurt. Let go, love and let yourself be loved. So love and let yourself be loved. And because you see from a higher perspective, you see your star ancestors. You see who they are. You know what I mean? You see who those people are, and you can really go wild, and you'll let your inner wild out. I've always been like held back. Like I get in a relationship and I have to pretend that, when you're around someone's family, you have to pretend that you're not as like you are as you with the person that you're already with. Like, you know what I mean? But you should be able to be yourself around a person that you love, and you can be totally yourself around the person that you love. You should be able to be that person around that person's family. And just because you say something that triggered them, they wouldn't kick you out. You know what I mean? Once you see from a higher perspective and you let go of that shady skin of the snakes, that's when you'll see that. And you can come out and be wild. And within you, your wild can come out. All right? Once you have the right people. They're not going to, tell you, oh, that's, you're acting, that's not right how you're acting, or da-da-da-da-da. Or you shouldn't say that, or you shouldn't act like that, or that's not right to do that, or don't say that. You might trigger somebody in my family because they're all demons. No, just kidding. Yes, right. We are all have different gifts, and mine just happens to be, I feel things. I also see things, not with my eyes, but like with my third eye. Like I sense it. I can envision it. Like, and I hate that, especially if it's like a tornado or something like that. I don't like it. I don't like seeing that shit. So the high priest here says, intent and then create. So you are ready to make your intent and then create. And you also are protected, you may be protecting someone here that may be in hermit mode here, especially if you're the feminine here. You may be protecting the masculine, so the masculine can really tap into their and recharge themselves. So you may be protecting them. The shield maiden here. The shield maiden is making plans and focus. So you are protecting and making plans and staying focused. And so you may be doing this for your masculine, is like protecting their energy so that they can recharge. Look at that, shapeshift. Shapeshifting is transforming and unveiling your true gifts. So shapeshifting, being the person in the situation that you need to be at the time, right? We've all done it. When we need to be a mom, we are mom. When we need to be this, we need that. When I've needed to be a nurse, I've been that. When I've needed to be like a counselor, I've been that. When I've needed to be a compassionate friend, I've done that. So I was going to say, what else? Travel. Move into a new direction. So for some of you, you are heading in a new direction in your life, right? Because you just said you've done all this. And you have someone also, an earth guardian, you have somebody watching, an earth angel watching out for you. Could be a Taurus or a Gemini, because I see the emerald there. This is also someone that is going to protect you, help you protect your wealth. The earth guardian helps you stay grounded and stable. Stay room and grounded. Stay roomed and grounded. So you staying in your, like, you're staying in a home, in your protection, in your room, and you're staying grounded. Spring, see your seeds grow. In the spring, you will be seeing your seeds grow, okay? For those of you that have faith in the Most High, and that are releasing any like dark thoughts and emotions or hatred or any of that stuff, those of you that are releasing that to the angels and ancestors that can take that energy and make it go away, the negative energy in people, this is going to bring you to your higher perspective, how God sees it, how the Creator sees it. Anything else? We're going to get out of here after this. Thank you so much for being here, guys. 11:11. Very good. We had 7:11. We had 7:11 when you had 11:11 there. We had 7:11. So it says winter, take care of your needs in a winter. Okay. So as you're going through this winter, like I am doing, I'm just trying to stay afloat with all of my energies through the winter, and I am taking my vitamin D every day in the wintertime, especially for those of you that are born in the summertime. You probably need the vitamin D more. I'm born in the summertime, so I need the sunshine a lot. So I love the sunshine. I used to hang out in the sun all the time. Even when I was a kid, I hung out in the sunshine all the time. So I love the sunshine, and the wintertime kind of brings me down. And so I take vitamin D. Hey, Remuel, you can rewatch. I will timestamp them, and you can rewatch. There's some beautiful readings today. High Priestess, harness mystery and power. So the High Priestess is harnessing energy and knowing what to do with it too. So we got the guardian, the animal guardian. Trust your instincts. So if you are somebody that protects animals, that have a connection with animals, keep on guarding your animals and trust your instincts with anything. Okay. Winter white witch, be light. So if you're going to be bringing wisdom, be the light wisdom. People already have too much dark wisdom. They need the light wisdom. We can get people going by just talking negative, right? So bring up the negative shit and then resolve it, because you're a white witch, right? I don't call myself a witch, but people would call me that because I'm wise. And witch means wise, wisdom. So you can have eaten from the the fruit that you shouldn't, or you could have ate from the fruit that you should, right? So you could have ate from both, but you only bring up the fruit that needs to be heard. Protect your ground and drop your shield. So you are protected, so drop your shield. You don't need to be on guard so much. You don't need to put your guard up so much. Medicate mother, honor your inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing about medicines too. Like if you are somebody that is into natural medicine, allow yourself to learn everything you need to know about that medicine, and so that you can help lots of people heal instead of making them sick, like what the pharmacy medication does. All right. God bless everyone. Thank you so much for being here. If you've ordered a reading, or if you'd like one, everything is there. And if you are reading, if you're wanting to order a reading later, just go into the About page and click on More, and you'll see everything there. All right. God bless everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully see you later. I might pop into my other channel later and do a live stream. I don't know. Maybe we'll tomorrow. I'm just waiting for something right now too, patiently. So thank you so much for being here. I'm going to just go take my doggy for a little walk in the hallway and do that. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Thank you all so much for being here. God bless everyone.